In 2005, Tessa Virtue and Scott Moyer skated at their first senior national championships right here. It's sort of like their backyard rink. Sort of. As Brenda Irving explains, there's a small town they represent called Ilderton, where ice and figure skating are the lifeblood of the community.
Family farms dot the countryside as you leave the city. And if you head north, you run smack into the tiny town of Ilderton. Only 1,200 people live here. It's really a place where everyone knows your name. And when you stop for coffee to chat, the game everyone's talking about isn't hockey, it's figure skating.
They are definitely a front runner. They're front runner for the gold. But, being in our home country, it puts a lot of pressure on them to try and perform that way.
The arena is the town's centerpiece, home to the Ilderton Skating Club.
Ready and 1 cross, 2 cross.
Which has an astounding 400 members. That's a third of the town's population. And for such a small club, it has plenty of national-level skaters, most with a Moyer name. Skating Club President Scott Varley says much of the thanks for that goes to Scott Moyer's family.
They've made it cool to be a figure skater in a hockey town.
Scott's family has lived here for 3 generations. In 1980, skating-mad twin sisters Alma and Carol were already coaching when they married the Moyer brothers Joe and Paul. Since then, more than 40 Moyers have become involved in the sport in one way or another.
Well, how is it that so many of the Moyers became involved in figure skating?
Well, my family all got involved because I had 3 boys, and we put them into skate to help their hockey, and I hope that they kind of got hooked on the figure skating.
And they did. Scott and his brothers were all skaters. Charlie competed in singles and pairs. Danny skated at the World Junior Championships. Even cousins Kara and Sherry made the World Championship synchronized skating team.
Stand up there, Courtney!
20 years after having their children, Scott's mom Alma and Aunt Carol are still coaching in Ilderton and still competitive.
Scott had another little partner, and then the second season into it, she didn't want to do it anymore, so we were actually on this ice looking at one of my students, which happened to be Tessa, and Alma goes, those two would be good together. Well, actually, it was my idea, but we'll let her have the credits.
I think it was my idea.
And the Moyers who don't skate, well, they help out.
When the competition starts, what kind of stuff are we going to be doing exactly?
Scott's dad, Joe, will be one of 14 Moyers volunteering at this year's national championships.
It's become a family sport, and the family has come even closer together, cheering on Scott and Tessa and giving their support.
It's a passion that makes folks in Ilderton right proud and excited at the prospects of the Olympics, when their friends and neighbors will put their little piece of paradise on display to the world.
They might be inclined to look it up on the map when it goes over the PA system in Vancouver.
They'll never find that little dog there.
Exactly. How do you spell it, they'll ask?
Ilderton. Get that
Good one,
now
Betty.
and then.